Disclaimer, no investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please read the disclaimer in your own time. Hello everybody. It's Swazers here. And I just thought I'd carry on with this little series of mini podcasts on some interesting moves and popular tickers. SYME videos going extremely well. Really powerful analytics on that. So I really appreciate it's had a lot of views and a lot of engagements, like 9,240 impressions already. I think it's had over close to 600 views now on YouTube and 21 retweets. So thank you for the support on that. So we'll continue making some little short videos on a few tickers of interest and a few movers. I wanted to do a quick one on NFX, right? New for Mix PLC, because not only do I love what I see on the charts, but we've already called a successful bounce. I think we called it on like March the 15th and the 18th. And I ain't going to lie, I said on the tweet, I love the look of how NFX is moving. So we made that call on the 18th, when price was at 239 on the chart, 2.395 to be specific. And if we look at the chart, I think the next day did something like 38%, which was really nice. So we called it. We called it prior. We called it the 15th, the most recent tweet to the call, should I say. And then, as you can see, the next day, boom. And I was personally in that move, and quite a few of the students in Swazer's Charts Discord was in that move as well. And and then it's subsequently, should I say, it sold off. And then we can talk about re-entries. So how did I know, according to the technical analysis, with a high degree of accuracy and certainty, that NFX was going to go bullish prior to the call on Twitter? And as you can see, we back everything up with our tweets. We've got like 7,000 plus tweets now since we've been on Twitter, which is coming up to 9 months. Swazer's Charts Discord's now got close to 150, I think, members and students. We've got all the new rooms now in the Discord. We've even got a cryptocurrency room, which is going really well. Health and well-being, tickers of interest, that's a new room. So students suggest tickers, and I chart them out according to the system of technical analysis. It's there as a training aid. It's not financial advice. It's there to validate and to confirm that their ideas are correct in relation to this system of technical analysis. So we are doing. Oh, we've even got a liars and trolls room, because you've got to have insurance when you're on Twitter, right? So yeah, the Discord's going really great. We've got a thriving community. We're small but powerful. What we teach works. Nothing's 100% success, but you don't need to be 100% successful to be successful in this game. So we've got a patterns of the market room, right? And I chart out the individual charts in the patterns of the markets room to back up, validate, and to teach this system of technical analysis according to how the market makers move the markets, right? Now, how do we know with NFX? Well, there's things called reversals, right? So it's a reversal. And it's only recently reversed as well. As you can see, we called Echo out. Echo's a one-bagger that flew. Called that out 22nd of March last month, and a lot of the members and students did really well with Echo. So yeah, here's the NFX charts as well. BMN. I'll probably make a little video about BMN as well soon, because there's some definitely interesting activity with that ticker. So let's just go to the charts with NFX dead quick, and I'll stop waffling. Right, so what we've got, the way the markets move, right, you'll get a spike, right, as you can see, you'll get a spike, and then it'll take a little bit of time for the channel to start to form. So when we're looking at the daily chart here in the macro, which is the big picture with NFX, right, We don't need to look at all the previous action. We're just looking at these particular areas, right? So we had a spike, and then this downtrend started with NFX like early 2020, right? And so it was like ranging within this market structure of this downtrend. So we've got this downtrend with NFX. But what I noticed recently, and this is a real long-winded way of answering the question of how did I know it was going to go with a high degree of accuracy, it's a reversal. So price reversed, okay, like 18th of Feb, 17th of Feb, price started to test. Well, it was testing prior. You can see that every time, similar to Vast, similar to Vast Resources, we had a macro downtrend, and every time price hit this upper resistance of this macro downtrend, price sold off, right? So we can see multiple times trying to touch, price can't get past, can't get past. The sellers are in control. Look at this candle here, 19th of August 2020, price broke through the macro downtrend but could not close, failed to close above the trend line. So there you go. Multiple times over the past couple of years, price has failed with NFX to break that downtrend until recently. So when I'm looking at the charts, right, there's special ways and there's certain specific ways of drawing channels. And channel drawing alone, I believe, is an art form, and you've got to know what you're doing. There's a lot of finesse and a lot of, it's not just randomly drawing some trend lines and hoping for the best. Accuracy is really, really important. There's a lot of finesse and accuracy involved in channel drawing. Okay, not to big myself up or anything like that, but we really, really do screw down to the detail in Swayze's Charts Disco with the technical analysis. And we don't really use many indicators either, because believe it or not, you don't really need that many indicators to be accurate when you're relying on price action, because price action's king, in my opinion. So NFX, right, broke through this macro downtrend, as we can see. It was a nice little solid bar. That's classed as a solid bar. Any candle that's 90% full like that, you class it as a solid bar. So it came through with that solid bar. So the baton, in my opinion, have been passed from the seller to the buyer. So I think the buyers are now in control with NFX. Then we had a little bit of a consolidation. Price broke down. And when I saw this tail bar on the daily chart, I thought, right, okay, let's chart it out. And I think this is now the new channel with NFX. So I looked at these key candles here, and I got into the market personally myself. Had a really good move. I think I got 30%. I came out with 30%. Effectively, it was a day trade. It didn't last that long. So I don't care what anyone says. You can make 30% within a 24-hour period. You're doing all right. Try and get that from a high street bank. You won't. So when price came up with NFX, right, and then we had the 22nd of March, we had this candle that tried to break through but could not close over this macro uptrend. I had an idea that price was going to come down in a V formation. So these are called V formations. So it was a long squeeze up with this candle. Boom. Aggressive, fast buying. Okay. Then the second candle couldn't get over this upper trend line. And so we had then equally we had a short squeeze. So it's a V formation. Now we can see that the last three daily candles, some sort of support is being found at this key level. This is a relatively new channel. This is the channel that broke the downtrend. So I expect to see some sort of a bounce to the up with NFX. It might play a few games to try and trick and trap, like the market makers usually do. But the general direction, I think, will be to the up. And we've got the market structure up ahead. And I think this is how the market makers are moving, or already have, should I say, moved NFX from selling to buying. That's how I see it. There's some interesting levels of support and resistance that we can use from these consolidation zones. Like when you've got a consolidation zone like that, and I said it many times before, this is what we teach the students as well. When you've got consolidation zones like they will act as really, really strong support and resistance. And what happens is, right, there's some resistance here at the minute from that consolidation zone, right? But what happens is when price gets over, it will then use previous resistance as new support. So love the way NFX is looking. I know one of my good friends in the Discord sent me some really, really strong fundamentals with NFX, but I'm just talking today from a purely technical analytics perspective of the chart. Spike, formation of downtrend, reversal. And these are really, really powerful moves, right? Powerful patterns. We've also got continuation patterns as well, even within the downtrend. The market makers are signaling what they're going to do in the future. We see it all the time. We've got a cup and handle continuation pattern there. And we've got smaller cup and handle continuation patterns. Price has broken out. I love the way it's moving. Look, it's not just about one strategy, right? Buy and hold and hope to go up the moon, right? What if we could show you a strategy where you can have multiple entries, right, which backs up and complements your other strategies? There should not only be one strategy of making profit, in my opinion, not financial advice, of course. This is simply my own opinion. So if you can get in here, get out there, get in here, get out there and swing it while this channel is relatively new and fresh, you're going to seriously increase your profitability. And at the end of the day, guys, profit's not a dirty word. All right, so I hope everyone's having a great Easter. I love the way NFX is moving. Let's see whether or not the buyers come in. Let's see whether or not this market structure up ahead is filled. And there's some key levels. Price loves to return to gaps. There's some key levels which I would love to be seen filled with NFX in the coming weeks and months ahead. Okay, like I said, I'm going to call this quits now. Probably make some more videos over this weekend while the markets are closed. And I'll catch you guys on Twitter and YouTube. Please retweet the video if you find it of interest. I really do appreciate your participation. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you guys soon.